सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर, शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
मंडनम
व्रजे व्रजैकमण्डनं
समस्त पाप खंडनम
समस्त पाप खण्डनं
स्वभक्त चित्तरंजनम
स्वभक्त चित्तरंजनं
सदैव नंदनंदनम
सदैव नन्दनन्दनं
सुपीच्छ गुच्छमस्तकम्
सुपीच्छ गुच्छमस्तकं
सुनाद वेणुहस्तकम्
सुनाद वेणुहस्तकं
अनङ्गरङ्ग सागरम् नमामि कृष्णनागरम्
नमामि कृष्णनागरं
मनोजगर्वमोचनम्
मनोजगर्वमोचनं
विशाललोललोचनम्
विशाललोललोचनं
विधूतगोपशोचनम्
विधूतगोपशोचनं
नमामि पद्मलोचनम्
नमामि पद्मलोचनं
करारविन्दभूधरम्
करारविन्दभूधरं
करारविन्दभूधरम्
करारविन्दभूधरं
स्मितावलोकसुन्दरम्
स्मितावलोकसुन्दरं
महेन्द्रमानदारणम्
महेन्द्रमानधारणं
नमामि कृष्णवारणम्
नमामि कृष्णवारणं
कदम्बसूनकुण्डलम्
कदम्बसूनकुण्डलं
सुचारुगण्डमण्डलम्
सुचारुगण्डमण्डलं
व्रजाङ्गनैकवल्लभम्
व्रजाङ्गनैकवल्लभं
नमामि कृष्णदुर्लभम्
नमामि कृष्णदुर्लभं
यशोदया समोदया
यशोदया समोदया
सगोपया सनन्दया
सगोपया सनन्दया
युतं सुखैकदायकं नमामि गोपनायकं सदैव पादपङ्कजं
सदैव पादपङ्कजं
मदीयमानसे निजं
मदीयमानसे निजं
दधानमुत्तमालकं
ददानमुत्तमालकं
नमामि नन्दबालकं
नमामि नन्दबालकं
समस्तदोषशोषणं
समस्तदोषशोषणं
समस्तलोकपोषणं
समस्तलोकपोषणं
समस्तगोपमानसं
समस्तगोपमानसं
नमामि नन्दलालसं
नमामि नन्दलालसं
भरावतारकं
भरावतारकं
भवाब्धिकर्णधारकं
भवाब्धिकर्णधारकं
यशोमती किशोरकं
यशोमती किशोरकं
नमामि चित्तचोरकं
नमामि चित्तचोरकं
दृगन्तकान्तभङ्गिनं
दृगन्तकान्तभङ्गिनं
सदा सदालसङ्गिनं
सदा सदालसङ्गिनं
दिने दिने नवं नवं
दिने दिने नवं नवं
नमामि नन्दसम्भवं
नमामि नन्दसम्भवं
गुणाकरं सुखाकरं
गुणाकरं सुखाकरं
कृपाकरं कृपापरं
कृपाकरं कृपापरं
सुरद्विषन्निकन्दनं
सुरद्विषन्निकन्दनं
नमामि गोपनन्दनं
नमामि गोपनन्दनं
नवीनगोपनागरं
नवीनगोपनागरं
नवीनकेलिलम्पटं
नवीनकेलिलम्पटं
नमामि मेघसुन्दरं
नमामि मेघसुन्दरं
तडित्प्रभालसत्पटं
तडित्प्रभालसत्पटं
समस्तगोपनन्दनं
समस्तगोपनन्दनं
हृदम्बुजैकमोदनं
हृदम्बुजैकमोदनं
नमामि कुञ्जमाध्यगं
नमामि कुञ्जमध्यगं
प्रसन्नभानुशोभनं
प्रसन्नभानुशोभनं
कामकामदायकं
कामकामदायकं
दृगन्तचारुसायकं
दृगन्तचारुसायकं
रसालवेणुगायकं
रसाल काष्ठकल्पयम्
जपत्यधीत्यया पुमान्
जपत्यधीत्यया पुमान्
भवेत् नन्दनन्दने
भवेत् नन्दनन्दने
भवे सुभक्तिमान्
भवे भवे सुमतिमान्
भवेत् नन्दनन्दने
भवेत् नन्दनन्दने
भवे सुभक्तिमान्
भवे भवे सुमतिमान्
भवे सुभक्तिमान्
भवे भवे सुमतिमान्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले हो समर्पण लखन जैसा राम जैसा त्याग हो भीष्म सा हो नियम पालन शौर्य में अभिमन्यु हो आपदाओं को कुचल कर वीर बालक हम चले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले बुद्ध जैसे कारुणिक हो धीर हम महावीर से ध्रुव जैसे निश्चयी सत्याग्रही प्रहलाद से दुर्दम्य सारे संकटों में अग्निपथ पर भी खिले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले हनुमान से सेवाव्रती जिज्ञासु हो नचिकेत से कर्मयोगी कृष्ण जैसे वीर हो हम पार्थ से बलिदान गोविंद सिंह सहो स्वार्थ सारा ही चले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले देशभक्ति हो शिवा संप्रेम हो गौरांग सा स्वाभिमान प्रताप सा हो तेज झांसी वाली सा जलती शहीदों की चिता से हृदय में अंगार ले सद्गुणों की साधना में
Jai Shri Krishna. I, Priya Agrawal, on behalf of Geeta Parivar, welcome all honestly inspired Geeta devotees to unfold the 9th chapter of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Raj Vidya Raj Gurya Yoga. We will begin with the prayer, and today is the privilege of Jyoti Joshi ji from Nagpur, Maharashtra to recite this. Jyoti Didi is connected from Geeta Parivar since January 2021. She is serving as technical assistant, group coordinator, and she is working in translation. Also, she is a learner of level. Over to you, Jyoti Didi.
जय श्री कृष्ण। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Jyoti Didi. Let us now light the auspicious lamp and pray to destroy inimical feelings to bring good health. Lighting of lamp also removes darkness and unhappiness in Almighty's grace and divine energy. It symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and knowledge. Let us join Seema Joshi ji from Nagpur, Maharashtra to light the lamp. Seema Didi joined Geeta Parivar in October 2020. She is serving as a trainer in level 3 and also she is a learner of level 4. She is a teacher and a kirtankar. She loves to read spiritual books. Over to you, Seema Didi.
सिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरितैव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहं सत्कृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः।
It was a very devotional lamp lighting by Seema Didi. Now it's the time to get introduced by today's speaker, Ms. Kavita Verma Didi. Kavita Didi is the student of Advait Vedant at Chinmay Vishwavidya, Kochi. She is a prestigious winner of Geeta Prati and Geeta Pravina. She is one of our program coordinator of online Geeta classes and volunteers various responsibilities. Kavita Didi is a rare example of beauty with praise who mesmerizes audience with her sweet voice and beautiful beholding face expression. We welcome you, Kavita Didi, for the interpretation of 9th chapter. Over to you, Kavita Didi.
Thank you, Priya. So yes, let's begin with 9th chapter. So first time we are having 9th chapter in English. So according to my capacities, I will try to explain. Okay. So the name of this 9th chapter, again we will start with the name because name is very important. That is title given by Veda Vyasji. So all the titles of Bhagavad Gita in 18th chapter given by the Veda Vyasji. So when we are going to learn the chapter, first we should know what is the title of the chapter. So title tells us what is the chapter about. So we should know the major topics are described in the chapter, who is the adhikari of this chapter, who should listen this chapter, and what is the uddeshya or prayojan or intention of that chapter. So first we should know the title. So the title of this chapter is Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogo Nam. Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. So Rajavidya means the king of all sciences, all knowledge. So we have different types of knowledges. So in 14th chapter, Param Bhuya Pravakshyami Jnananam Jnanamuttamam. Jnananam, there are multiple knowledges like sciences. So we have the science of like philosophical schools, we have different types of, and then we have physics, chemistry, maths, this physical knowledge. So in all the knowledges, among all the knowledges, this is the king of all the knowledges. And now why it is the king of all the sciences, we will see in first and second shlokas. Then this is the most secret, Raj Vidya, Raj Guhya. Guhya means secret. So we have Guhya, Guhyatar, Guhyatam. In next shloka, in shlokas, in first and second shlokas, Lord will use the word Guhyatam. So Guhyatam is superlative degree. So this knowledge is most secret knowledge. And now why it is most secret, that also we will see in the chapter. So we should always, like everywhere there is God. So we should have this thing in our mind. And this God is the Paramatma is the form of the Paramatma is knowledge. Sat Chid Anand. So Sat Chid Anand Roop is the Paramatma's Roop. And the second adjective is used Chid. Chid means knowledge. So yes, so this knowledge we should have. Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yoga. So this is most interesting and most secret knowledge we are going to see. We'll start with the prayer. Sada Shiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. So first shloka is Om Shri Paramatmani Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Navamodhyāyah. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Idantu te guhyatamam pravakshyamyanasūyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñātva mokshase shubhat. So first he starts Idantu te guhyatamam. Idan. So idam means this knowledge. Now, which knowledge? He is starting this adhyaya. So it means he has described this knowledge in previous chapters also. So in second chapter, third chapter, in all the chapters, he has described this knowledge. Now he is again going to tell this same knowledge. Why? Because this is not easy to understand. Because in this chapter only, he will tell Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. So knowledge is not sufficient. We know something, it is not sufficient, but we should realize that thing, we should practice that thing in our life, then it will really work. So so he is saying idam tute guhyatam, this knowledge which I have described in previous chapters also, idam tute. Now in just the 8th chapter, this is 9th chapter, in 8th chapter Lord has described how to achieve that Brahman, how to get that liberation we want to get, how to get that liberation through the dhyan marga, through the dharana or yoga. So he is telling about the all yoga, yogic kriyaएं and all he has described in 8th chapter. Now the question arises, is it only the way to get that liberation? Is it only the thing like we can get that Paramatman through the yoga, dhyan, dharana only, or there is other ways also? So he's telling there are other ways also how to get that Paramatman. So when we know this knowledge and when we apply that knowledge in our life, then also we can know, we can get that liberation without doing dhyan pranayam. Because for everyone, doing meditation, following this dhyan marga is not easy. Because sometimes we want to wake up at morning, early in morning, but we are not able to do that. So everyone has their own nature. So according to our nature, we have to choose our way. So what path we want to follow. So there are, in Bhagavad Gita, there are many paths. There are many ways to reach to that Brahman. In 12th chapter, we have seen in detail. So he is using idan tute guhyatamam. Tute, he has used this word tu. Tu means it is different from the previous way. The dhyan, dharana, etc. So it is different. Idan tute guhyatamam. Now he is using the word guhyatamam. Most secret. One is guhya, secret. Guhyatar means secret than this. So the comparison. And then superlative degree comes guhyatamam. So he is saying this knowledge is guhyatamam. Now why it is guhyatamam? In 2nd chapter only Lord has told Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidinam Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyaha Ascharyavat chainam anyashrunoti Shrutvaapinam vedana chaiva kaschit. So the people who know this Brahman, who know this knowledge, and they are seeing, pashyati, not only seeing but also to know. So Ascharyavat pashyati. Pashyati means the people who know this Brahman and they pashyati, when they see this Brahman, it is like a wonder. Ashcharyavat, as a wonder, they see this Brahman. Ashcharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyaha. And when they start telling about that Brahman, they start speak about this Brahman, how this Brahman is so, it is like a wonder again. Ashcharyavat vadati tathaiva. Vadati means they speak about the Brahman as a ashcharya, as a wonder. Then Ashcharyavachaina manya shrunoti. Shrunoti means listen. When the people hear this knowledge, it is also a wonder for them. And some people, like common people, layman, they listen this knowledge again and again, but na kashchidapi na gyayate. Like even a single point, they don't understand anything. So he's telling about this knowledge as a wonder, because it is like a wonder. If I ask you, tell the height of this Akash, ether. So you will think about the ether. It is formless, it is attributeless, then it has no color, so colorless, smellless. So many less are there. So it is like completely senseless, meaningless. We don't understand anything. For us, it is like meaningless. Now Akash, how to describe this Akash? It is endless, again one less. So many less are there. So how to describe this Akash? You cannot tell the height of Akash. It is eternal, like endless. So this so for us, the Akash, the ether is like a wonder. Similarly, this knowledge of Brahman is also the wonder. And Guhyatam, that's why Lord has used this word Guhyatam, the most secret knowledge. It is like a wonder. Idan tute guhyatamam pravakshyami anasuyave. So pravakshyami, I will tell you anasuyave. Now he is using the word adjective anasuyave. It is most secret. So most secret knowledge cannot be told anybody. So if I have some secret in my mind, I will only tell to tech or to host. I will not tell to everyone. So some secrets are there which we only share with our relatives, with our colleagues, with our friends only. So now Lord is also telling the secret to Arjuna. Now one key, like one thing he is giving Lord, if you want to become the friend of Lord and you want him to tell you some secret, then he is using this anasuyave, the person who has this attribute, who has this virtue called anasuya. Then that Lord will tell that person, because Arjun has this he is anasuyave, so he is telling to Arjuna. So what is this meaning of anasuyave? So there are three forms of irsha or jealousy. So in English we say jealousy, but in Hindi or in Sanskrit we have three forms of jealousy. So jealousy means to have some jealous or burning feeling for the others, for their prosperities, for their happiness. If someone is very happy, he has brought new car, he has brought new home, so we have some burning feelings sometimes, not everyone. So this is called jealousy, irsha. Then we have matsara. So matsar is like some malicious envy. We have like this, that we don't feel good about the other people. So that is called matsara. And then we have asuya. Asuya means someone is very virtuous person and he's good, but still we are superimposing some facts or some evil ideas on him. So like this is called asuya. He is virtuous person, but we are externally saying that he is not good. So this is called asuya. But Arjuna is opposite to this asuya, anasuya. So why? So proof is given in this Bhagavad Gita only. In first chapter, Arjuna says, Tasmanarha vayam hantun dhartarashtraन् swabandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhinasyam madhava. So he's saying swabandhavan, swajanam, my people. He is using these words for the Duryodhana. Duryodhana, who had tried many times to kill his brother Bhim, he has given poison to Bhim and he has just pushed the Bhim into the water. So many times he tried to kill the Bhim, but still Arjuna has good feeling that he's saying, these are my people, Swabandhavan, Swajanam Katham Hatva. How I will kill my own people. He's telling like this. So he has so much love towards the people who have done wrong to him. So he's Anasuya. So we should also become like that in our life. That is the message of this particular word, Anasuya way. We should also become, it is not easy to become good who are doing wrong to us, because we have so much anger, but that is the thing, that is the limit or the line where we have to apply Bhagavad Gita in our life. So next time if you face something wrong or something which you don't like, then also you react like you don't feel anything bad. Do this 1 2 3 times, then slowly it will come in practice, so that we can become close to God. So God can reveal some secrets in front of us also. So if we want to become close to God, then we have to practice this thing in our life. Anasuya. Idan tute guhyatamam pravakshamyanasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam. Now another thing he is using, jnanam vijnana sahitam. So you are a good person, and why the things should be told to good person only? Because if we tell something good, something secret or something powerful things to good person, so they can spread that knowledge to to everywhere. So like in Geeta classes, we are learning Geeta, so we all have some goodness in ourselves, in our so many people in extra class, in Vivechan sessions also, they say I have told them also about the Geeta classes, and I asked them to join Geeta classes. So we are spreading this Geeta classes to learn we are making others to learn this Geeta. So we are spreading this knowledge. So that's why this Gita is given to us by Lord. It is not like coincidence that we are here in Gita classes. It is our luck. It is our fortune. So we are chosen by the God to learn this Bhagavad Gita. Now it is our responsibility to spread this knowledge. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. So now I will tell this Jnanam with the Vijnan, along with Vijnan. Now what is this Jnana and Vijnan? So in 7th chapter, Lord has described about this Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. The name of the 7th chapter is Jnanam Vijnana Yoga, Jnana Vijnan. So Jnana means the theoretical knowledge about something, the theoretical knowledge about Brahman. And Vijnan, when we apply that knowledge in our character, in our own life, that will become Vijnan. When we realize, so realization of that knowledge is called Vijnan. So the Atma Sakshatkar is called Vijnan. So Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam, he has started in 7th chapter, but in the last shlokas he started Sadhi Bhutadi Daivam Mam Sadhi Yajnan Chaye Vidhu. So he has used some difficult terms. So Arjuna started asking about the meaning of those terms. Kintat Brahma Kim Adhyatmam King Karma Purushottamam Adhibhutancha Kim Proktam Adhidaivam Kim Uchyate. So like this he started asking about those terms. So Lord has started telling about different topic. Now he is again starting Jnana Vijnana Yoga here in this chapter. So this chapter is the appendix of the 2nd shloka of 7th chapter, where he is saying Jnanam Vijnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshamya sheshataha yajgatva neha bhuyon yajgatavyam avashishyate. I will tell you Gyan along with Vijnan, and after knowing that knowledge, nothing will remain to know. So this is that kind of high level wala knowledge. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yajgnatva Moksha Se Shubhat. Now he is telling Moksha Se Shubhat because Arjuna asked this question in between the topic. So Lord is thinking like Arjuna don't has much interest maybe in this topic. So he is loud telling what you will get after knowing this knowledge. Moksha se ashubhat. Ashubhat means you will get rid of this samsar. Samsar is very painful. We all know it is very sorrowful. We try to get happiness always, but do we get it? Of course, no. We get some happiness and then again so many tensions, so many problems in our life. Then again get some happiness, then again so many troubles. So this is the nature of sansar. This is the dukkha swarupa. Dukkha swarupa, its nature is sorrow. Its nature is this troubling nature. So we will not get the happiness from this samsara. So he is telling you will get rid of this samsara and you will get the most happiest place, that dhama paramam mama. So you will get that dhama after knowing this knowledge. So jnanam vijnana sahitam. Jnan is the knowledge, about theoretical knowledge, vijnan the realization. So like an example, we can say the sweet. So we have some sweet. Someone is telling about you some sweet, it is very tasty, the taste is like this, it looks like this, and so on. But we will never have the taste of that sweet until we eat it. So having the knowledge is the jnanam, and when we taste that sweet, when we eat that sweet, and we have realization of that sweet, that is called vijnan. So that is the jnanam vijnana sahitam. I will tell about the Brahman and I will make you realize that Brahman. Jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñatva. After knowing this, moksha se shubhat, you will get rid of this samsara. Jnanam vijnana sahitam. And then he starts second shloka. He will praise this jnana, this knowledge again. Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartum Avyayam. So he's saying Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. Again, he will tell about the name of the chapter. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. So Rajavidya, the king of science. So this knowledge is the king of all sciences. And Rajaguhyam, it is the most secret. So most secret point we have seen. Now what is the meaning of the king of all the sciences? So after knowing this knowledge, you will become all knower. Yena shutam shutam bhavatya matam matam avigyatam vigyatam sa. So in Chandogyopanishad, Lord has said it is said that after knowing this knowledge, yena shutam shutam avigyatam vigyatam, what we don't know, we will know that also. So you will know about the endless samsara, the universe, everything. But here we can't know because we have limited powers. Our mind has limitations. But this samsara, this universe is endless. That Brahman is endless. To know that endless Brahman, first we have to become one with this endless universe, with endless Paramatman. Then we will have the realization of that Brahman. So it's saying Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. Again, the king of sciences. So Vidya is the knowledge. The opposite thing of Vidya is, or antonym of the Vidya is avidya. Avidya, the Agyan. So the king, what king do? So king just kills the enemies. Now for the spiritual people who are following the spiritual path, for them, the enemy is the Agyan or illusion. How? Because sometimes you all have this thing in your experience, like we want to do something good, we want to wake up at 5 o'clock morning and etc. But we try a lot, but we want to study so hard, we want to do our work with so dedication, devotionally we want to complete it, but something is there which is not allowing us to do the same. So why, which is the thing, what is that thing? So that is illusion, that is agyan. So if you see the character of Vivekananda ji and all the people who are so concentrated towards their goals, so why? Because they have just the knowledge of that Brahman, they have realized that knowledge. So that's why they are so concentrated towards our goal. So if we want to become concentrated towards our goal, then we should also practice these spiritual sadhanas. We should also follow these sadhanas in our daily life. The meditation, yoga, it really works. The people who are doing this, they can realize it really works. Not totally, you will not get the realization of Brahman directly, but still it will work. You have some feeling, some realization you will surely get after doing 6 months, 4 months, 3 months even. So sometimes we have some realizations. So Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. So it is Raja Vidya, the king of all sciences, because it kills the illusion. It kills our enemy, that is illusion or ajnana or avidya. So that is it's called king of all vidyas. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. Then Raja Guhyam, the king of the most secret things. So there is another reason behind it. So when we have this knowledge, so what this knowledge does, basically this knowledge just kills or just remove all our previous karma. So in our previous lives we have done so many pap, punya, so many things we have done. So this is called our sanchit karma, and as a sanchit karma we have so many impurities. So this knowledge will kill all remove all these impurities, all these karma in our of our previous life. So he is the Rajaguhyam, and the karma of our previous life are unknown for everyone. Nobody knows what we had done in our previous life. No one knows, but this knowledge knows. That's why it is able to remove that those karma. So this is the knower of all our previous karma, all our previous lives. We have like infinite lives in our past time. So and this knowledge knows all the lives, all the karma, so it destroys all our karma. So it is most secret, like king of most secret things. So that is the biggest secret, biggest mystery. So many scientists even do research what we were in our previous life, how to know about our previous life, but nobody knows. But this knowledge has some power. So it is called Rajaguhyam. And then we have the concept of karma. First we should know, then we can move on to the next the adjective, that is pavitram. So karma theory is very famous in Advaita Vedanta, in Mimamsa, especially in Mimamsa. They even don't consider God, they don't accept God, but they accept the karma theory. So according to our karma theory, we have three types of karma: sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, and kriyamad. So sanchit karma, what we have done in our past lives, in our infinite lives, we have done so many karmas, that is our sanchit karma. Then we have prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is like the karma which have started giving their fruit. That is prarabdha karma. So this life we are living, so this is the result of our prarabdha karma. So now this is our prarabdha karma is happening with us. So even we have so many different types of people. Some are poor, some are rich. So why this discrimination? Because of our previous karma. So nobody can ask why it is happening with me, God. Why it is happening with me? These bad things are happening with me, and these undesirable situations are coming again and again. So we cannot complain about it, because this is the consequence of our own previous karma we have done in our previous lives. So sometimes if I ask, there is a child who has born without eyes. He has no eyes. Now if I'll ask, who is the responsible for the condition of child? His parents, or the society, or the child himself, or the God? So the answer is the child himself is the responsible for his condition. He has done something which is the reason for this condition. So whatever is happening with us, this is the only we are the only reason for that. Whatever is going good or bad, we are the responsible for our condition. Raja Vidya. So we should not complain to God why it is happening with me. even it is happening good or bad. We are just like we have done something and now we have to face that thing in our life. That is only the way. We cannot get rid of that thing. So next is pavitram. The knowledge is pavitra. Pavitra, like most sacred. So how? Because we in our tradition we accept three things, like which are the most higher purifiers. So the agni, fire, air, and water. Air and water. When we want to clean ourselves, we use air. We use water, and then we use air also sometimes when we are in traveling. We have mantra snanam. So if you are in traveling and you don't have time, we don't have much things, so we just do mantra snanam. So we just read some mantra and we complete our snanam. But that is only for journey. And then we have fire. So when some people die or we do some rituals, we always use this fire. So these three are the purifiers. But the jnanam, nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. So like the jnana, there is jnanam, there is nothing which is the most purifier, the more better purifier than the jnanam. So jnanam is the most like purifier, because it just destroys all the impurities. What are the impurities? Our previous karma, our sanchit karma. So it just destroys all our sanchit karmas except the prarabdha karma, because prarabdha karma has started giving its fruit. So we have to face that that karma. So it's still you have listen about the like the people Jivan Mukta. So Jivan Muktar who are just who have the realization of Brahman, but they have some prarabdha karma, so they are living in this world. So that is called prarabdha karma. So this jnana cannot destroy the prarabdha karma only, but it can destroy all our previous karma, so that it is the most purifier, like the most good purifier. Pavitramidam uttamam, then this is the highest knowledge, because after knowing this, nothing will remain to know more. So that is highest knowledge. Uttamam pratyakshavagamam dharmyam. Then it is pratyakshavagamam. Like after this knowledge is not like we have to wait for some time about for this fruit. So for its fruit, we don't need to wait, because after when the moment we know this knowledge, we get the result of that fruit, the result of that knowledge. So the fruit of this knowledge is having so we can cross the river of this the ocean of this death and birth, the samsara. So that is the result of this knowledge, and after knowing this knowledge, immediately we get the result. So that is called pratyakshavagamam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. And then he used the word dharmyam. Dharmyam is like this knowledge is with the dharmas. So dharmyam, why he is using dharmyam? So dharma is called all our previous karma. Now again we have to go in our past lives. So in past life we have done some nitya karma, naimittik karma. So when we do those karma, we don't seek for its fruits. So without seeking its fruit, when we do some karma, that is our that those karmas are for purification of our mind. And that so this knowledge, the jnanam vijnana sahitam, this knowledge is the result of those karma, and those karmas are called dharma, real dharma, because these knowledge, after doing this dharma, we will get this knowledge. So this knowledge is dharma maya. It is the result of those dharmas. We have done some karma without seeking its result, and that is the dharma. So dharmyam pratyakshavagamam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. And then it is avyayam. Avyayam, like we cannot spend, it will not destroy ever. So sometimes we learn something, we have some other different types of things, like Hindi typing. We have new skill called Hindi typing, but after 1 year someone is asking to type one page, we have forgotten, like I don't remember how to type. So this knowledge is not like that. So in sixth chapter we have reference for this. So prapya punya kritam lokan shitva shashvati sama shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga bhrashto vijayate. So people, they become yoga bhrashta. So suppose Arjuna has asked in this chapter only, oh Lord, oh Paramatman, if someone is practicing spiritual sadhanas, he is doing, he is following, and in between he just pass away. So what will happen in next life? So if usually what happen if I am in graduation and if I die now, so in next life I need to start this whole studies again from nursery, ABCD, chota bada. So everything I have to read again, I have to recall. But this knowledge is not like that. We have to start this knowledge, this spiritual journey, the moment where we have left. So that line. So we don't need to recall whole spiritual knowledge again. So you all are learning Bhagavad Gita now, or you have started applying that knowledge in your lives. So if next life you have to start this Bhagavad Gita, so you don't need to start from the beginning. You can easily read those shlokas. So that is the power of that knowledge. It is permanent knowledge, not destructible knowledge like other knowledges. So it is avyayam. Then susukham. Susukham, like it is very easy to gain. It is not like a very difficult knowledge to gain. Like even Lord will tell in 626 chapter shloka, patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati. So simply we can just offer some patra leaves and pushpa, the flowers, and some milk, etc. And he will become very happy. We can get that Lord. So he is very easily attainable. We don't we what all we need is devotion. So we have to be devoted towards the Lord, and we can easily get that person, that Brahman. So like we have example, like I am sitting here with my specs, and suppose I have wearing that my specs on my head. Now everything is blur for me. After sometimes I don't remember where are my specs, and I'm asking about you all, where are my specs? I'm searching here, there, everywhere, but I'm not able to find those specs because I can't see clearly. Everything is blur for me now, and it is real. So now suddenly someone is saying, oh, your specs are on is on your head, and now the person has told me, but still it is completely blur for me because I have knowledge, I have jnanam. Someone has told me about this thing that my spec is on my head, but I haven't applied yet. And the moment I apply this spec on my eyes, now I can see everything clearly. So that is vijnanam. I have applied those specs. So that is the meaning, like jnanam vijnana sahitam. And so this Brahman is also very easy. The specs are not somewhere else. It is on my head only. But this is me who is not aware with this knowledge. Like it is very near to me. I don't need to go anywhere. It is always with me, but I have the illusion that I am not aware with this aspect. Similarly, we have illusion. Otherwise, Paramatma is everywhere, inside us, outside us. But we have illusion that where is Paramatma? And we are searching, we are asking too many people, but nobody is able to tell us where is the Paramatma. Similarly, like I don't know where are my specs. So this is the same scenario. So we have to get rid of this illusion, and then we can easily get this Paramatma. So sukham, it is very easy to attain. So sukham kartum avyayam. Now again Arjuna asks, if it is very easy to attain, as you are saying, like specs, so why so many people are there in this world? Why they are not striving to attain that knowledge, to attain that perfection, to know? Why they are not trying to know this Paramatman? So Lord is saying, Ashadadhana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapyaman nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. So he's saying Ashadadhana, the people who don't have faith, believe in the God. So we need to believe in the Lord. Dharmasyasya parantapa. This is the dharma, as we told about. Why is it dharma? Because it destroys all our previous karma, and the karma which are dharma, because we have done those karma without seeking those result. So that is dharma. So they don't believe in that dharma, as we have seen in 16th chapter. Kama mashritya dushpuran dambhamana madanvitaha mohat grihitva sadgrahan pravartante shuchivrataha jagadahuran ishwaram. All this we have seen. So they don't believe that there is God, there is rebirth. So they don't believe about this dharma, about this knowledge. And when they don't have belief, now how can I be available for them? So they don't believe in me. Ashadadhana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapyaman nivartante. They will not get me. Aprapyaman nivartante mrityu samsara. The samsara, which is the sarupa of samsara, is mrityu, janma. We again come in this samsara. Again we have to go. So this is the cycle, and they will come again in this cycle. मृत्यु संसार वर्त्मनि मया ततमिदं सर्वं जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहन्तेष्वस्थितः. So maya tatamidam, this whole universe is pervaded by me, is telling maya tatamidam sarvam. So like you just imagine the water, and we put some clay in the water. So now this clay is the sansar, and the water is the Paramatman. So the Paramatma is inside the clay, outside the clay, everywhere around the clay is the Paramatman. So he's telling maya tatamidam sarvam. This sansar is pervaded by me, as the clay is pervaded by the water. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakt avyakt murtina means he is not visible for everyone. He is not pratyaksha, the Paramatma, because we don't have our respect, or we don't have the knowledge. So that's why he is not available for everyone. He is avyakt, not vyakt, avyakt, invisible. And then matsthani sarva bhutani na chahanteshvavasthitaha matsthani. The all word, everything is in me. Nacha hanteshvavas nacha aham teshu avasthita. But I am not in this word. So word is in me, but I am not in the word. Now it is little contradictory how to understand this. So through the story scenario of the thief. So once a thief has stolen a lot of money, and he was just running away from that place and he reached to the forest. In the forest, he saw a pillar, and by mistake, like in the night, it was the dark night. So he misunderstood that pillar as a ghost, and he thought that in the pillar there is ghost. And just he started trembling, he started shaking, his body was shaking, his eyes were open, like his eyes were open, his mouth were open, and everything was like completely, he was very afraid. And suddenly he got heart attack, and he went to God. Now in front of God, he started shouting like, why God, I have stolen all this money with so many difficulties, and now the time was like I was going to enjoy all this money, and you have killed me. What is this? So Lord has smiled, and then again he was like, Lord was smiling, and he was just doing complaints. So he said, like, do you want to share this money with me? So why you have killed me? If you want, I can give you half of my money, but please send me back to this world so I can enjoy rest of the money. But Lord said, I haven't killed you. This is the you who had this scared with the pillar, and even the pillar had no this ghost, etc. Then also you got scared. because maybe you haven't read the Bhagavad Gita, Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhir, so fearlessness was not there in your character. So you got fear, you got this fear, and that's why you killed yourself. I am not responsible for it. So this person, the thief, has said, okay, but the pillar is the responsible because he had some ghost maybe, and that's why I got scared. So Lord has asked this pillar, and pillar then started flying. So the pillar also appeared in front of God and the thief, and then God said that the thief is claiming that you are the responsible for his death because you have some ghost inside you, and that's why he got afraid. So this pillar said, how can it happen? I cannot move, even I cannot move, so how can I have some ghost inside me? So ghost is not inside me and I am not a ghost. Then this is his illusion, this is his imagination, that's why he got afraid, he got scared. So similarly, we are here in this samsara and the Paramatma. So this Paramatma, the samsara inside the Paramatma, the ghost was inside the pillar, but not in reality. But the person, the thief, was thinking that ghost is inside the pillar. If the pillar was not there, then ghost can also not be there as a illusion. But the illusion, the ghost was there inside the pillar, but the pillar was not there in the ghost, because this is the illusion of that person. In reality, there is only the only pillar. In next verse, Lord will tell the same thing. Nacha matsthani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhuta bhinna cha bhutastho mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Now he's telling nacha matsthani bhutani. So this first he's saying, I am not in this word, but word is inside me. Now he's telling the word is also not in me, and I am also not in the word. So this pillar is not in the ghost, that is right, but the ghost is also not in the pillar. So why it appears? Because it appears to that person who has the illusion. So this word is only the real for us, for the people who have this illusion, that we who have this gyan, that there is something called word. But in reality, there is no word, only Paramatma. In reality, there is only pillar, no ghost. But the ghost is only for that person who has illusion. So he is saying, he has given 4 conditions. First, Lord is in the pillar, and pillar is in the Lord. Lord is not in the pillar, pillar is not in the Lord. So all these conditions are for the people, the Vyavaharik Drishti, for the Vyavaharik level. So we have 3 levels, like Vyavaharik, Paramarthik, and Pratibhasik. So Pratibhasik, like we have dreams. So when we wake up, our dreams got stopped. So this is Pratibhasik. Then we have Vyavaharik. Vyavaharik, we have some sort of illusion in our mind. So we think that this is the real word, but this is not the real word. And then we have Paramarthik, who have the knowledge of Brahman. They are just living for to complete their prarabdha karma. So those are the Paramarthik, and for them there is only pillar, or for them there is only Paramatma, no ghost, no samsara. So this is the meaning. And then so now the 5th shloka, in 5th shloka, he's giving very good sutra or very good thing to follow us. Like bhuta bhinna cha bhutastho mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. He gives birth to all the bhut pranis, all this word. He creates this word. And bhuta bhinna, like bhutastho, the bhutas, the word is inside them, is inside him, because for the others illusion, but he is not involved there. So how we should become? We should also become unattached with the things. We are involved in the samsara, but still we are not attached with the samsara. Only we need to follow our duties, whatever our duties are. So we should follow our duties. We should not involve with the samsara, Lord do. So the Paramatma never involved himself with the samsara. So we should also not involve. Then yathakasha sthito nityam vayus sarvatra gomahan tatha sarvani bhutani matthani tyupadharaya. Now he is giving the example how these bhut pranis are inside me and I am not inside them. So he is telling yathakasha. So first I should tell when this whole kalpa is made. So first the prakriti comes. So from the prakriti akash comes, and then from the akash this air origins. So this air origins from the akash, and when it is delusion, then the first this air dissolve into the akash. So the interesting fact here is like this, the kalpa system. So we have kalpa, like 4 yugas will make one kalpa. So Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, first is Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, and Kal Yug. The 4 yugas will make one kalpa, and the whole kalpa repeats again. So the first he just create this word, and then he dissolve this word. So creation and destruction. This is the only thing he do. So like yatha akasha sthito nityam. So in akash, in ether, there is air, and this air is moving around here and there, and but this air is has no relation with this akash, with this ether. So what we should learn, we should also not have any relation with the situations around us. We have so many different types of situations, corona and all, but we should not have relation with these situations. Like you, so many people are dying with the corona, but those we are our relatives. We have some relation with those people. For them, we have sorrow, we have pain. For the other people, we don't have pain. So the pain is the cause of relation. So when we have relation with the people, when we have relation with the situations, when we have relation with the things, then only the pain will come, the sorrows will come. So just become a sangha without any relation with the things. So we should not have relation with the samsara, like the air has no relation with the ether. So he's telling maya tatam. So yatha kasha sthito nityam, like air is in the ether. Similarly, the word is in the Paramatman. So they both have no relation with each other. Paramatman and the word has no relation with each other. The air and the akash, ether, has no relation with each other. Tatha sarvani bhutani matthani tyupadharaya. Then sarva bhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau visrajamyaham. He's saying prakritim samavashtabhya. I control this prakriti. So mayam tu prakritim vidhi mainam tu maheshwaram. The person who controls this prakriti, that is Maheshwar, and I am the Maheshwar. I control this prakriti, and I just repeat these kalpas again and again. Kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau visrajamyaham. Kalpakshaye, in the end of the kalpa, I dissolve all this universe. The prakritic laya happens, and in the beginning of the kalpa, I again visrajami. I again origin all this creation. So he's saying like Prakatim Soma Vashtabhya. Now the question arises, why he is repeating these kalpas? Even we don't like to watch same movie again and again. And in this kalpa system, the whole Mahabharata, Ramayana, coronavirus, and maybe these Geeta classes will come again and again in every kalpa. So this kalpa, it will repeat as it is. There is no change anytime. So why the Brahman or Paramatma is repeating these kalpa? So he is not doing it for his entertainment, but because of our karmas. So he is telling Bhuta Gramamimang Kritsnam Avasham Prakritir Vashat. We don't have control over the Prakriti, and Prakriti is controlling us, and so we are doing so many karmas, and because of those karmas, we have to take rebirth. So when we stop doing our karmas, and how to stop? So do your karma without seeking its result. Then you will not have rebirth, and you will get the moksha. So bhuta gramamimang kritsnam, because of this bhuta gramam, this word, I have to create this kalpas again and again. So what we should think, like this is something like a how to get rid of this samsara. So this samsara is always the painful, and we should always avoid this samsara. But this will things with ours, like this is destructible. That is one thing. In the end of this kalpa, everything is going to dissolve. So now why I should become restless in the in undesirable situations? So whenever the difficult situations are coming to us, what we should think, we should always think that this repeats again and again. Everything in our life is pre-planned, because this kalpa will go in the same way. So everything in your life is pre-planned according to your karma, and you cannot change the things. Even the suicide is also not the way, not the solution. Some people think I will commit suicide and I will get rid of this karma. No. If we have done something wrong or something good, this we have to face these things. We have to face its consequences in the other lives. Even if you commit suicide now in this life, you will get another life. Then the whole situations will come again, and you have to face. You cannot go run away from the situations. You have to face. This is the power of karma according to Mimamsa. So in the power, the karma has so much power. It will not like allow you to get rid of your previous karma. You have to face the consequences. So how to face these consequences? Now we have to face. It is pre-planned, but in the end it will destroy. So that is not a problem. It is not permanent. But in this situation, in the difficulties, how to react? So like the poet, one is special, the famous poet has said, if prevention of pain is your sole desire, oh my philosophy, you should inquire. So then we have to go towards the scriptures, philosophies. We have to go towards the Lord. And when we start reading the good books, good people who have faced these things in their life, we have some positive energy. We have some supernatural energy when we are doing some rituals, we are doing some sadhana. Then we can have the prevention from the sorrows. So sorrows will come, difficulties will come, but what we have to do, we have to become stable. And for becoming stable, we should practice the spiritual sadhanas. And when we do practice spiritual sadhana, then you can see the differences. There are 2-3 types of people. One who, for them, there is this summers, the hot summer is very difficult. For others, it is not difficult. So how we make ourselves, it depends on us. So this is in our hand, that we should make ourselves that strong to face all the difficulties in our life. Then nacha prakriti nacha mantani karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya udasina vadasinam asaktanteshu karmasu. So now this Lord is saying, these karmani, these actions are not binding me in the samsara, but you. Why? Because I become udasin, indifferent, or I become neutral in all the situations. And I don't have this thing that I am doing something. Even in Geeta classes messages, many times you have read this, by the grace of Lord and by the grace of Swamiji, these online Geeta classes are going on. Even you haven't seen any time the Lord who has come and started your Zoom meeting. So Zoom meeting is starting someone else, but still we are saying that by the grace of Lord. Even we are not saying by the grace of Sanjay Bhaiya, Ashu Bhaiya, who are directly involved in Geeta Parivar. They are directing everything, but they are not writing by the grace of me. These Geeta classes are going on, but we always say by the grace of Lord. So we have to become like this. We don't have ahankara or aham bhava that we are doing something, but this is done by Lord. So that's why sometimes we just send one message and so many people come and for the learning Geeta. And sometimes we just make so many videos, so many things we do, but whatever is our desire not fulfilled. So this happens. This is all the will of God. So everything is doing God. We are not doing anything. मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद्विपरिवर्तते. So मयाध्यक्षेण, the Lord is saying, I am the supervisor, and this Prakriti, my Prakriti is composed of three gunas, Sattva, Raj, and Tam, and this Prakriti induces all the Char, Achar word. So Char, Achar, like we know the conscious things, some moving and unmoving, everything is induced by the Prakriti. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti, and because of our karma, Jagat Viparivartate, Jagat it is changeable, it changes again and again because we have to do so many karmas, because we are controlled by the Prakriti. Prakriti makes us to do karma, and when we do karma for the result, then some changes are happening in this world. अवजानन्ति मां मूढा मानुषीं तनुमाश्रितं परं भावमजानन्तो मम भूत महेश्वरम. Now he is telling about the demonic people. We have seen in 16th chapter in detail. Mogha sha mogha karmanu mogha jnana vichetasah rakshasi masurin chaiva prakritim mohinim shitaha. So what he's saying, that these people disregard me, and then they are like they think that me as a human being, the simple human being who has body like they have, but the Lord's body is divine body. The janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tatvatah. So my janma and karma, actions, everything is divine, Lord has said in 4th chapter. But they don't know that I am the Maheshwar, I am the controller of this whole world. They think that they are doing the things, but the things are happening by the God. Moghasha Mogha Karmano. So their actions, their hopes, all are vain. So this is useless because they are hoping for the worldly thing. They think that after doing this, I will get the money, I will get the worldly things. But this is wrong to think, because our main goal is to get the liberation, but they don't think in that way. So they are vichetasah, they are fools. And then Rakshasi Masurim Chaiva Prakriti Mohinim Shitaha. Again, he is describing about the three types of Prakriti nature of the people. Rakshasi, they are full selfish. The people who are not following them, they just kill them, they just do wrong with them. These are Rakshasim, Asurim. And then Mohinim is like they do something to make themselves happy, to do something wrong with others, like shooting the parrot or some birds. This is like fully Mohini Prakriti. Mohini, they are very selfish to without any reason they are doing wrong things with others. Then the good people, he is describing about the good people. Mahatmanastu maham partha daivim prakriti mashritaha bhajante nanya manaso gyatva bhutadim avyayam satatan kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha man nityam nityayukta upasate namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. So he's saying the people who are really worship me, they are Satatanki Mahatmanastu, they are Mahatma, and they let us know about my real Swarupa, and they are possessed with Daivi Prakriti. Daivi, their nature is Daivi, divine, and they bhajanti Ananya Manaso. So they have only one goal, that is God. Ananya Naiva Yogena. So like this, so Mayyeva Manadat, so they have only one God and they worship that God. And then Satatang Kirtayanto Mam, they always glorifying my attributes, and they always sing my glories. Yatantascha Dridhavrataha, they are striving hard, and Dridhavrataha. And then Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya, they are always doing Namaskaram with the devotion. Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. Again, the same term has used again, so we should focus on these terms which are used again and again by the Lord. And then the last shloka for this today's session. In this shloka, Lord is describing how many ways are there. The Lord, people are worshipping me. So Jnana Yajnena Chapyanne Yajanto Ma Upasate. ekatven prathakven bahudha vishwato mukham gyan yagya. So some are doing gyan yagya. Gyan yagya means concentrating our mind at one point. There is only Paramatman. Except Paramatma there is nothing which exists in reality. And then some people just think that there is one Brahm, the one Vasudeva Sarvamiti type. So they think there is one Lord and I am the Bhakta, I am the devotee, I should worship the God. Ekatvena, then Prithatvena. They think that there is Vishnu, there is Shiva and Durgaji. So many gods are there and they worship. There is different type of upasanas, Prithatvena. And then Bahudha Vishwato Mukham. They think that I am all faced. So there are different types of people. They worship me in different ways. So yes, so in next time we will see how they are worshipping and how the God is Maya Tatmidam, he has said. So how God is present in every living creature. He is everywhere. So we will complete today's session with Sankirtanam. Yes. So we should close our eyes and we can start. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, एकमात्र स्वामी सखा हमारे, एकमात्र स्वामी सखा हमारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Shri Krishna. Now is the question answer session. If you have any doubts, please raise your hand and please on your video. Over to you, Ashwini.
Yeah, sir. Good evening. Good evening, sir. We make one more time. Jai Shri Krishna, sir. I'm Tanishka Deshmukh, and today's question for me is, I have heard someone tell that children are form of Lord. Is it true? And because, I heard my sister say today my brother Atharva will come. And unfortunately at night he really comes. So I told my mommy is my choto, a magic. He can, he can tell what is going to happen in future. Is it?
The thing is, the children who is form of the God, if he's going to get elder, will the form change? No, form remains the same. We all are part of God only. We are all of form. All belongs to the God only. But children doesn't have that much greed, desires, anger, grief, which elder people have. So they are more purer than the elders. So it is just to indicate their purity, that they are more purer than the elders, that children are more near to God. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Malini ji. Oh, you have to unmute.
Jai Sri Krishna. I would like to know whether Raja Yoga and Raja Vidya are they same?
Raj Vidya, Raj Vidya is, it is same also, it is different also. When you are talking on in the context, every term defines by its context, in which context it is stated there. So when Bhagavan says Rajavidya Rajaguyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam, so it is Rajavidya and Raja Yogam. So it is same also and it is different also. Vidya is something you have to attain. Yoga is something you reach on the level. You get connected with something. So for the particular terminology, when you need to use, you use it separately, but it belongs to same thing.
Okay, if so, then Lord also says Jnana Yoga is the ultimate yoga which you can attain the Brahman. Jnana Yoga is supreme to Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, the Lord says. Then what is this Raja Yoga? Where does it come? How does it is explained exactly in this chapter?
Lord never said that it is more good and it is lesser good. It is never said that. When you read the 12th chapter, for Gyan Yoga, Lord said, Klesho Diktarastesham. The Gyan Yoga is Klesh Karak. So when Krishna is speaking of something, it is explaining of something, he is explaining just it for the person. That's why in 12th chapter, Arjuna asked, Ke yoga vittamaha? Tell me now, what is good for me? Leave all, what is good or bad. Just tell me what is good for me. Because one thing can be liked by you, but not by me. We all have different taste. So similarly, the Jnana Yoga is better, or Bhakti Yoga is better, or Karma Yoga is better, or Raj Yoga is better, or Dhyana Yoga is better. Which one is better? It doesn't mean. It is all same. It all leads. We have to go to Delhi. Now we are going with the flight, we are going with the bus, we are going with the train, we are going with the road travel. Whatever we are going to use as a transport, it doesn't matter, because it all has to reach on the ultimate goal only. And reaching on the ultimate goal, there are two examples we often quote in our interpretation sessions. Like Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavan, he was the founder of Advaita Vedanta.
Yes.
Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi, Brahma Sutra Vyakhya. So, but in his last of his age, he wrote Krishnastakam, Durgastakam, not Madhurastakam, many Astakam in the prayer of the Sakar Bhagavan. So he also, and similarly, if you see Shabri, Lord Rama said, you are fulfilled with all 9 types of bhakti, and that Shabri burn her body with the Yoga Agni. So with the Bhakti Yoga also, you reach on the certain level of Jnana Yoga. With the Jnana Yoga, you reach on the certain level of Bhakti Yoga. Whoever differentiated in 9th chapter, I think, Lord says, if somebody think it is different, he is moved. It is alpa jnanaha, balaha. He is childlike. He's childlike. If he thinks it is better, it is lesser better. It is just that I like Rasagulla and you like Rasmalai. So we both can have our taste. So different form of Gita is not for only three yogas: Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. These are the 3 mainly defined yogas: Raj Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and many defined in Gita. And Krishna said there are thousands of more ways, but they all reach to the same ground. So it doesn't matter if Jnana Yoga and Raj Yoga is same or different, or it has some technical differences. Doesn't matter much.
Thank you.
Yes, Vidatri.
Sir, my doubt, Jai Shri Krishna, sir, my doubt was that Krishna is always telling that there are many routes to moksha, and he's always explaining about this. So my doubt was that if Arjuna has done moksha.
I couldn't understand you. Please.
Did Arjuna do moksha?
Arjuna get moksha or not?
Yeah.
Certainly he got. Because he did the darshan of Vishwarupa. So when he saw the Vishwarupa, he was certainly belonged to the moksha. Okay.
Then also Didi was explaining that God repeats whatever happens. So he creates something and then destroys it, and then lets it happen again. She had been explaining that in one shloka and I didn't get that.
Kavita, can you tell what she's asking? Oh, Kavita left for another session. I don't. Can you tell which shloka, Kavita? Did you tell that?
Okay.
Okay, I think you're talking about 7th shloka. Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya.
Yes, shloka.
I am wondered with the attention you are listening. I appreciate it, Peter. Lord says, in the end of kalpas, everything get destroyed. Everything not, it just get all in one. It is not destroyed also. Actually, destroy is the wrong terminology for it. It is something like if you mix and purify everything into the pure, and you again, like you have many shapes of made from one clay. You have one crocodile, one teddy bear, one something, and then you get bored and you destroy all those figures and made this one clay. So it is not destroy, it is just to make them again in the same original form. So what God does, he in the end of kalpa, it is kalpa, mahakalpa, manvantara, pralaya, many types. So in certain pralaya there are many different types of destroy. In some pralaya some things destroyed, in some bigger pralaya more things are destroyed, in some far greater pralaya everything get to its original form. And after that again God creates Brahmaji and everything, and Brahmaji creates his own words. So this happened after a certain amount of time God has prescribed, system has prescribed.
And then Didi was also explaining in one shloka about that. So this Prakriti makes us do our karmas. I didn't understand that part.
Prakriti made?
Like, so Prakriti makes us do our karmas. That.
I think the next shloka you are talking about, is it? Prakritim Swamvastabhya?
Yes.
It says that I don't do this. I just order my Prakriti to do this. I don't do this. It is all done by my own Prakriti. I don't do this. I am not a doer of anything. I am not a destroyer of anything. I am not a creator of anything. It is just happens by the system. Like if you have a biometric systems in your school for attendance, suppose. So you go, you put your finger there and you get your attendance done. Does your principal do that? No. She created a system. She doesn't take your attendance daily. That biometrics machine do. But that biometrics machine has that authority to do that because of principle. So that is why what God wants to say here, that everything Prakriti does with my power, with my authority. Okay, but it is not done by me. It is done by the system I created.
Okay, thank you, Bhaiya.
Thank you, Beta. I am very happy to see your wisdom. Yes, Gayatri, all the best.
Sir, I have two questions. First, परमात्मा के स्वरूप में ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश ही आते हैं या फिर माँ दुर्गा का स्वरूप भी आता है? And second question is, if someone does wrong to us, then we should not react or we should ignore. But if they continue to do the same thing to us, then what we should do? Because somewhere it affects our mental stability or emotional balance.
I got you. See, first question you asked, that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, are they the original form of God, or Durga ji is also there? Adi Shakti, Durga, Vishnu and Mahesh. These are the three pure form of God, which never dies, which never borns. Okay. Brahma ji borns from the navel of Vishnu every time. Brahma ji has life of 100 years, which belongs to humans for lakhs of years, not our 100. His one day is our 1 year. So when he completes his 100 year with his time zone, then he also dies, and his all the world he created, all the universe he created, destroys with him. Then again a new Brahmaji borns, and at the same time crores and crores of Brahmaji have the different type of universes going on similarly on the different dimensions. So the three basic elements you can understand with the basic knowledge, that Vishnu, Shivji and Adi Shakti Durga, these are the three purest form of Paramatma, which never ends, which never start, which never ends. Okay. Second, you ask, if someone do misbehave with us and we ignore it, how long we should carry it, because it affects our mental status. See, there are 2-3 points considering to that. It is never asked you that you should not react. It is never asked. And if it is that, why Krishna is asking Arjun to react? Why Krishna is asking Arjun to do yuddha, to do the war? It is not asked not to do the war. Krishna said, do the war, fight there, but don't be a doer. Don't do it for you, do it for me. Similarly, if somebody is misbehaving with us, I am not going to get affected. I am not going to take it for me. But if I have rights over them, if somebody is younger to me and I can react, I have ability and rights to react, I should react. If somebody is elder, I should not react anyway. That is not in our rights. So if somebody is younger to me, I have to react. I will react, but I will not react by my mind. I will react only by words. I can turn my head back and I can smile. That reaction is best. How hard you scream doesn't matter. How hard you fight doesn't matter. But it should not be from your heart. Your eyes, your lips should not be affected. It should be in your control. The anger should not be over you. It should be in your control. It is all fine. Display of anger, display of reaction is always fine. But if it comes over you, the reactions covers you up, the anger covers you up, you are going to get punished yourself. You are going to pay. You are going to feel bad inside, right? But if I am doing it for you, not for me, then I am not going to feel bad. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Beta. There are Sudarshan ji is there. If there is no camera, we can unmute them. Yes, Dalini.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I was about to ask you one question. I was just waiting for my turn, so it came. And now, sir, I want to ask you one religious question. So it is, sometimes the Rakshas, Rakshas are coming, and for to be for their death, some goddesses or god are coming. So like Mahishasur came by, there is Stotra Maigiri Nandini. So the Rakshas Mahishasur Mardini Mahishasur was killed. So like that, if this happened in today's present scene, do God come
Every
to help
era
us?
has a different timeline with a different type of functionalities. Nowadays, we also have demons. Who was Osama bin Laden? Wasn't he a demon? Certainly he was. But it doesn't mean that we need a god to kill him. It doesn't need a demon with the stature which is unbeatable by humans. That requires God to come, right? So in Kali Yuga, demons doesn't get that much power that the humans cannot kill them, and Lord himself has to come to destroy them. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So,
Yes.
so
Okay. And sir, one more. How you are, you are very talented that you are answering many questions. How could it means I'm trying to answer some, to my family only, but I'm not getting. How you are preparing, sir? Are you preparing before the meeting, or you by the time?
no, I don't prepare for anything for the answers. Actually, for the interpretation, certainly I do, but for the answers, I never do. It is just my experiences. The question I'm answering to you, I've answered many times to others.
Oh, so sometimes they are copied, or sometimes they are different from others. So I was just asking. I told my mommy I want to be like Aisha sir.
Just be a real Dalini. You don't need to be Ashu Bhaiya or anyone. You just need to be a good Dalini. Wherever you are, just enhance yourself. You can take inspiration from anyone. You can take inspiration from thousands of people, from the old ones and the living ones. But be your in original form. I don't want to be anyone. I like Mahatma Gandhi. I like so many Vivekananda. So many people in my life. I took inspiration from them. But I never wanted to be Gandhi. I never wanted to be Vivekananda. I never wanted to be anyone. I just wanted to be Ashu. Why I should be any other one? I should be a better Ashu every day. I should be a better Ashu every week. I should be a better Ashu every month. That should be my appreciation, and I should check that. Very nice question you asked. It is, though it is personal, but it is good for all, so I replied it. Thank you, beta. Sudarshan.
Hari Om, Jai Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir, I have one doubt. In Arjuna Vishada Yogam, okay, when Arjuna says, I cannot kill my brothers and all my relatives, then God then replies, it is you are not doing anything, it is I am the one who is making you to do it. In that sense, in our daily life, we are doing a lot of good things and bad things.
God never said, you are not doing, I am asking you to do it. It never said that.
No.
Krishna told, these are all people will be killed, even you kill them or not.
Correct.
This was told. It was you told a different thing, that you are doing it for my wish. No, Krishna didn't say that. Krishna said, these all people will be dead in the end of war, even you take part of it. That's why nimitta matram bhavya sabhyasachin. That's why you just be a part of it.
Correct. That's what I'm coming to the same issue. It's irrespective of the war or the life, whatever we do in the life also, what I presume is, it is God who's making us to do. It is not we doing on our own.
No, it is not true. That's why I stopped you.
Aham is not there in our son.
That's why I stopped you.
We are acting as per the wish of the God. That's what
I got your point. That's why I stopped you in between. That is never true. Karma pradhana visvarachirakha. That is our whole Dharma Shastra says. We all are free to do our karma. We get opportunities by our fate. Fate is also not a God's grace or something. Fate is also our karma phala of previous lives. Okay, so whatever we do with our prarabdha, inspired by our prarabdha, and we are free to choose action. You got this opportunity to learn the Geeta. It is from your prarabdha. You learn it or you ignore this message. It is your karma. You are always free to do that. You listen so many thoughts in the interpretation. You like so many thoughts. You want to do so many thoughts. Now you do, or you say, okay, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it day after. Abhi to bahut time hai, kar lenge. So it is, we always have freedom to do that. It is not that we are bound to do everything as the fate decided. No scripture in our Hindu dharma appreciates life dependent on fate. Every scripture in our Dharma Shastra asks us to be Purusharthi, be doer, be a hard worker, be a chooser, and choose the best path. If it was true, why Krishna told Arjuna this Geeta? He could just do some magic, and Arjuna started to fight. He didn't do that, na? He said in 18th chapter, Yathe chasi tutakuru. I told you all the ways. Now choose your way. In last also, he didn't say that you fight. Yathe chasi tathakuru. In 18th chapter, I told you all the things, the best for you. Now you choose your way.
When this karma will end, in that case, because in every life, a person will do both good and bad things. Correct? Without his knowledge, he may do some bad things also. When this karma will end,
I told you, our karma may be inspired by our prarabdha, with our sanskara. We have done very good things in past. We have the good sanskara. We also have done bad things in the past. The same person can have a very great person also can have some bad habit in him because of the old previous lives. So it may happen because of the old
bad things also. Again, one more birth.
Sorry?
for whatever he does some bad things. Okay, again he'll attain one more birth to.
It's not about bad and
Yes,
good.
right?
It is not that in next birth you are going to pay everything. It takes
Yeah.
1,000 years
Correct,
to
correct.
repay
Okay.
one life karma, because
So when the
whatever
mukti
karma
will
we
come to
do in this life is with thousands of people, and in these thousands of people we get attached to in this life will not be same in my next birth. So whenever one person comes in our touch in relation in next life, that account only clear only. Okay.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, Shruti.
So today's question for me was, I am
Yes,
not able to.
you are audible, but you are very low audible. If you can speak high or louder, I can listen you more clear.
Okay, sir. Okay. Now,
Yes.
so my today's question was, I'm not able to sit in one place and do and concentrate on my something work I'm doing. If I'm studying, almost I'm getting distracted somewhere. If my father brought new pen, I'm going to show me, Papa, please, I'm very excited. But I'm also, he told, sometimes he's telling you are small, you have more time to develop your skills, and you can please use your time by nice things. So how can I concentrate on one place and be yes, and to be good by nature?
It is very good question by Shruti. How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Oh, only 10 years. Very nice question, beta. This question is raised by even 60-year-old people, that I want to do the good things, but my mind, my mana doesn't stay with that. So it happens with every one of us. But in younger ages, we have this more power to concentrate because we have the lesser subjects around us. As much we grow, we have many subjects around us to get attached with. So it is more tougher to get detached with them. But in the younger age of life, if you get this point, if you have this question in your mind, certainly you have this desire to do the good things for you. So see, this boy, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he was not born as Mahatma Gandhi. Huh? He was just a simple boy. If you have read his Mahatma Gandhi's biography, when he was 8 years old, he steal the money from his father. He also ate the non-veg once. He did some bad things also. But one thing he took in his life, that I will never speak a lie. That resolution he took when he was 8 years old, and that one resolution made this simple, ordinary Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi in a greatest person of Mahatma Gandhi. So we don't need to do so many things. Just adopt 1, 2, 3 qualities. Whatever you think it is possible for you, start doing that. Be firm on that. Do it for experiment for few days. Not take resolution at once. It doesn't stay. Just do it for, take resolution for 1 week, then take it for 15 days, then take it for 2 months. When you think that you can hold it on, take it for 6 months, then take it for 1 year, then take it for your life. So small resolutions, it helps us to grow and concentrate on the bigger task, on the bigger picture we can have in our life. So everybody had the same life. Even it was Vivekananda, Shankaracharya, Mahatma Gandhi. Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavan died in only 32 years of age. Vivekananda died in 39 years of age. So young, but they did so much work that after thousands of years, we remember them, that how we wonder how he did in 32 years so much work. So they were concentrated from their young age. So the question is very good. Now you start practicing it. You do some dhyan, yoga. 6th chapter explanation you have done or not?
No, sir. 6th
Okay.
chapter.
In 6th chapter interpretation, we will explain how to do dhyana yoga. So you learn how to do dhyana, meditation. So why
Okay, sir.
you can increase your concentration power. Okay.
And sir,
You have this question, na? Always keep it. Having these questions are the key for your bright future.
Okay, sir. And I always wanted to be IAS officer. Till now, when I was small, my father told, at your fifth day, we had prayed and we have prayed to education book. So now also, I haven't changed it from 10 years. I want to be IAS, then IAS only. Father told, be someone for your, two sides,
Okay.
by the
It's,
both
it's,
sides.
it's too early for you or your father to say that, because in our younger age, so many things charming to me, but later on it may change. So be free, keep yourself free from that thoughts that you have decided to be in your 25 years of age, in your 10 year of age. You don't need to do that. Okay. So just keep yourself flexible. Having this thought is not bad or not wrong that you want to become an IAS officer, but don't be rigid on that. Don't be rigid on this thought that I'm going to do it, because it will close the other form of exploration you might have. Those may be better for you. Those may be more attached to you. What's the point? Because till now you know very little things. Now, with the age you grow, you will know so many other things also. So just keep your way open to know other things, many things, and change your decisions. Don't be stick on your decisions. Okay. Very nice, beta. Today I just loved it. I'm surprised how these kids are. Wow. Now we should end it. It is very late. Vrishti, we will take you next week, beta. It is late now.
Thank you, Ashu Bhaiya and Kavita Didi, for this marvelous interpretation session. Before I hand over for the end prayer, I would like to thank the entire team of Geeta Parivar who worked meticulously and tirelessly for the successful conduction of interpretation session of yesterday's and today's. Now I would like to invite Sachin Jetegonkarji from Pune, Maharashtra to recite the end prayer. Sachin Bhaiya is connected from Geeta Parivar since February 2021. He is serving as
Priya Didi, we must tell about the grammar class going on with the Kavita Didi in English.
Right now, there is a grammar class going on in English. In morning, we had Hindi grammar class. English grammar class started from 9:30. After this session, you can attend that. Now, I would like to invite Sachin Bhaiya from Pune, Maharashtra to recite the end prayer. Sachin Bhaiya is connected from Geeta Parivar since February 2021. He is serving as technical assistant in level 2 and he is learning in level 3. Over to you, Sachin Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna to all.
Thank you, Sachin Bhaiya, for the beautiful prayer. Now we will meet on next Sunday for the interpretation of 9th chapter, second half.